Good morning, St. Mary's. I'm Bronwyn.
And I'm Malachi. And welcome to our visiting 8th graders who are on campus for a Shadow Day experience. We hope you have a great morning seeing St. Mary's up close and personal.
And in student life news, tomorrow is a special day here at St. Mary's as it begins the season of Lent. Here's Isaiah with an invitation.
Good morning, Panthers. Tomorrow, the church celebrates Ash Wednesday, kicking off the season of Lent. As we mentioned last week, Lent is a season of prayer, fasting, and giving, preparing our hearts for the resurrection of Jesus on Easter. We will begin our Lent with a special family mass tomorrow morning. The mass will be at 8 a.m. in the chapel before school. All invited and encouraged to attend. We hope to see you there.
And Panthers, in addition to the family mass before school and Ash Wednesday, there will also be a mandatory prayer service for each class during study time. Please listen for instructions tomorrow, as each class will have a different space on campus.
An inclusive community continues their spotlight features as we continue our celebration of Black History Month. Today we look at Malcolm X.
Hey Panthers, it's Xavier from Inclusive Community shedding a spotlight on Malcolm X. Malcolm X, born on May 19, 1925 in Omaha, Nebraska, was a prominent African-American civil rights leader and activist. His life and accomplishments are deeply rooted with the struggle for racial equality and justice in the United States during the mid-20th century. Malcolm was surrounded by hate and violence during his childhood, as his family faced threats from white supremacist groups, resulting in his father's unknown death. Malcolm was then forced to spend the remainder of his childhood in foster homes, where he looked after his young siblings. Because of his rough upbringing and lack of parental guidance, Malcolm engaged in criminal activities and was eventually sentenced to prison. He spent his time in prison reading and reflecting on his life, where he was introduced to the Nation of Islam and later converted. During his life after prison, he became a prominent spokesperson for the Nation of Islam, advocating for Black separatism and establishing an independent Black nation. Malcolm's passionate speeches gained him a large following of African Americans upset with the slow pace of progress in the civil rights movement. In 1964, Malcolm X departed from the Nation of Islam because of ideological differences with its leadership. However, his worldview significantly changed after his pilgrimage to Mecca in 1964, where he saw the benefit for unity among all races and backgrounds. He began to advocate for a more inclusive approach to the struggle for civil rights and human dignity. Even after his assassination, Malcolm inspires generations of activists and continues to be celebrated for his courage, intellect, and commitment to social justice.
And there are Enrichment Week courses meetings tomorrow where you will have an opportunity to meet with your Enrichment Week group at the beginning of A block. This is a mandatory meeting. You can see your Enrichment Week course placement in the portal in Power School. Meeting room assignments were emailed to you and are also posted in St. Joe's. All students who are traveling this year have a mandatory meeting with parents or guardian this month and may not need to meet tomorrow. Please check in with your teacher.
And it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. Let's head over to our student leaders who are in the house with this update.
Hi Panthers, it's Lissa.
And Angelina, don't forget to wear pink and red tomorrow to celebrate Valentine's Day.
This is your last opportunity to win extra spirit points before the end of the trimester, so highlight your name by the cross at break.
You'll also be receiving your mathematics, and surely temples will be served at A block. See you then.
Thank you. I hope I'm your Valentine tomorrow, Bronwyn. Anyways, Panthers, today is your last day to buy candy grams. Make sure to stop by and get some for Valentine's Day.
And the Shea Cafe is hosting a cookie decorating event on Valentine's Day this Wednesday during lunch. Stop by and decorate a cookie for yourself or for a friend.
And ladies and gentlemen, the last call for coats and socks donations is tomorrow. Please turn in your items to the main office, library, or Shea Center so that we can distribute them to the poor before the next storm. Any size, color, or type will be accepted. And check those pockets before you donate.
And the lost and found will be cleaned out at the end of this week. Anything not claimed from the main office before Friday will be donated.
And there's a brown bag this Thursday. The discussion will be Growing Up Black. We hope you can make it. We're meeting in Mr. Riccardi's room. And now here's Kaino with your Panther Athletics.
And in intramurals, action continues today in the gym with two matchups. The Net Ninjas will face off against Poncho's team, and Willy Woo Woo will face Zooper Squad in the first elimination game. Come catch all the action at lunch. And the Panthers headed to Hercules last night for men's volleyball. Despite missing our starting outside Tiger Soto and starting libero Lele Fabrizio, the Panthers flipped the momentum switch, sparking a comeback through winning a set after being down 2-0. Although in the end, Panthers fell short and lost 3-1. Before official games begin, there are 2 scrimmages going on this afternoon. Boys tennis is at Piedmont and have a 2:15 p.m. early dismissal, while varsity baseball heads a mile north to Albany. They have a 2:20 p.m. early dismissal. And that's it for sports. Now back to Bronwyn and Malachi with today's birthdays.
Thanks, Kenoa, and a very happy birthday to Emerson
Zachary.
and Angel.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to you.
And on this Global Adventure Fat Tuesday, aka Mardi Gras, there is some pot jambalaya cooking up over in the Shea Cafe. Also, in the street food basket is some Belgian waffles with chicken.
And students, at this time, please follow the link in your email to complete the course evaluation for your 3rd period class. That's it for today.
Have a great day, St. Mary's.